So originally the idea was that, we looked at the health and wellness category as a whole and found that it was, for the want of a word, it was super saturated. But I think for people coming into the industry for the very first time, it was very difficult to navigate through it. You know, if you've never used a supplement before, there were so many promises out there and so many different products that if you've never bought one before, where do you start? And this idea is like, how can we bring people into the category for the very first time? So the initial concept around Humantra was this idea that we could create a portfolio of products that removed sort of any stigma or worry around getting into the space and make it really easy for essentially new supplement users to come into the category. The first product that we launched was called Hack 1, which was the hydration product that now is the only product that we sell. But the idea was that we were going to build that portfolio of products with Hack 1, 2, 3, 4, that you could basically come in, buy a variety of different supplements and have a perfect stack. That could be a sleep product, an immunity product, a hydration product. But it became very abundantly clear in the early days that hydration was the foundation. It wasn't just a fix. And I think the more time we spent in the market, it became very obvious. It was the perfect unifier for such a mass pool of people. And so hydration was just that one where we could speak to a huge demographic of people. The brand is called Humantra, all humans effectively, and hydration gave that to us. So yeah, it originally came from sort of demystifying what was a really intense, busy category, making it easier for people to feel better, look good, feel good, and now sort of 3 years on, I think that's stood the test of time, and hydration is our bread and butter. The easy thing is that like consumerism has got us thinking now that everything we want from a drink perspective is everything that isn't water. We wake up and people want to go and spend $5 on coffee or, energy drinks, soft drinks, everything that isn't what our body really needs. Our bodies are made up of 60% water. Our brains are made up of 75% water. Our body craves water, and yet the majority of us don't fuel it correctly. I was one of those people. I had horrific headaches, migraines for years. I used to wake up feeling tired. I used to get brain fog. And I just thought that was the norm. I just thought that's how everybody feels. And in reality, that just isn't the case. I think what's ironic is that everybody, I drink caffeine. I do like having coffee. But caffeine doesn't give you more energy. Caffeine just tricks your brain into thinking you're less tired. Whereas I like to think that hydration is that natural energy booster. Our body wants water. If we give it, water, it's going to flourish, and you're going to see not just like a 1% improvement in how you feel. It's going to be, especially compounded daily, you're going to feel infinitely better every day. And so, you could just ask 10 of your friends, have they drunk enough water today? And I would say the majority of them have been probably like, no. We know we need to drink more water, and yet we still don't do it. From a hydration perspective, why are electrolytes important? To be optimally hydrated, you need a combination of water and electrolytes. And a lot of the water that we're consuming now on a daily basis is actually stripped of those minerals or electrolytes that we really need. And so we found, can we provide a drink mix which had the essential electrolytes and vitamins that our bodies require every day, but at the same time, what's really important to us is, can we find something that people look forward to drinking? I think often the sentiment is that people don't look forward to drinking a glass of water, and we firmly believe that the products that we produce, the flavors that we've worked tirelessly on, mean that people are looking forward to drinking Humantra these days. They're looking forward to drinking water. And I think our number one review that we get from customers is that people are drinking more water than ever now, and that they may not be able to drink water without Humantra, which I think for us is invaluable. And I look at impact as something that we strive for on a daily basis in the business. And even if you look at isolated cases of people that are messaging us saying they feel amazing, is just a phenomenal feeling to help people actually feel better. So if we can help people drink more water, then I think we're doing our job. I've always said to the team, to anyone I speak to, I think there's something incredibly serendipitous about this business. There is a secret sauce about it, and the organic coverage we've had has blown me away from day one. I think we sit as a team and you'll wake up and somebody's posted about the product and it's like, where has that come from? So really, I think if that comes for us is fortune maybe. We're rarely seeding product to any athletes. I'd say Rory McIlroy for us is probably the biggest sort of organic relationship that we built. Rory won the Desert Classic in 2024 and I was in New York, and then we saw an order on Shopify the next day. And we'd stocked the product in Jumeirah Beach Hotel at the time, and obviously tried it while he was staying there, and then you had the perfect sort of come together. And I think from a product development perspective, we've always wanted to try and create best-in-class products, but I didn't just want this brand to be built around me saying the product was great. We wanted to try and find as many external validators for that as possible, whether that be trusted voices in communities, whether that be gyms, paddle centers, studios, a lot. Like, where can we put our product that will give it the respect it needs? Because like I said at the start, the supplement industry is full of noise and claims. And so I think it would be ironic if I just sat on camera saying, our product's brilliant, you should buy it. We've really tried to make sure that our product speaks for itself. So it's, look, it's been a serendipitous ride to this point. We've built some incredible relationships off the back of people using the product. So I'm always incredibly grateful, but it was a perfect storm rather than it be, let's go and approach all these athletes and hope, fingers crossed, they use the product. I sent quite a few voice notes to a few people. My wife at the time was still in Australia and I was in New York, so she was fast asleep. Funny story, like, she has got no interest in golf whatsoever, and so the only way I could describe it was if I said, just imagine if Kim Kardashian just posted your product, and then she kind of understood where I was going with it. So look, there's been a load of moments like that where it's like, oh my God, this is insane. But that's one that I think I'll always look back on as just like a really special moment. I played golf for years as a kid and growing up, and so that one was a big one for us. So I mean, flavors are of critical importance to us. We have a pretty solid new product development procedure internally as a team, and Ramadan always for us is so culturally relevant, and we always want to make sure that we drop a flavor during Ramadan. Last year we did rose. This year we sat down as a team and ideated a load of different drinks, and actually there's a traditional drink based in the Middle East called Kama al-Din, and so we tried some samples, we made some tweaks, and apricot is iconic in the Middle East during Ramadan as well. So when I tried this version of apricot, and I say about all our flavors they taste great, genuinely this one is the best one we've ever made. Ramadan flavors traditionally are meant to be limited edition and never come back. I'd say that there isn't a world in which that I can't live without this. So let's see what happens. But came from the traditional drink, Kamar al-Din. We've adapted it. There's obviously no sugar in it. Will help you break fast if you are fasting at the moment. There's chromium picolinate in the product as well, which actually curbs sugar cravings as well. So it's going to help you sort of move across the fasting state to the non-fasting state much easier as well. So yeah, look, a lot of thought process went into it. We tested a load of different flavors, but apricot came out on top. We made a really conscious decision that hydration was who we are. And we firmly believe that it's about banging the drum on being super simple. And so while we're not going to overcomplicate form factors or function, we're going to really focus on flavor And so this business will pride itself on our new drops, whether that be a redrop of an existing flavour or a limited edition flavour or new flavours. I think we've got some really exciting flavours in the pipeline for the rest of 2025 and beyond. But that's the best bit, trying these new flavours, seeing what works, seeing how people interact with them. So yeah, look, we are going to bang the drum on this simple message that hydration is a proactive daily pursuit, and we're going to spice it up with some incredible flavours along the way.